guys, it's Sarah here. I decided to do a top 10 eyeshadow palettes video. So I would say my favorite, probably much of all of my palettes, would have to be my Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye. And I actually think my favorite is probably Lazarus and these three right here. I do love this side and this side as well, but I use this one more because I really just love this Lazarus shade. And Kat Von D's shadows are so blendable and just amazing. Like, I never have a bad eyeshadow day when I use her palette, so I would highly recommend this one. And my second favorite right now is probably the, let me grab it real quick. Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance. I just cannot get over this palette. Like, everybody's talking about it, and for good reason. I really think that these shadows are just amazing. They blend so well. There is kick up, but that's okay because it just makes them more blendable and like powdery, you know, that doesn't matter. It just, the quality of the shadows is there. I'd have to say my favorite color would probably be Red Ochre. And then my second would probably have to be Burnt Orange and Raw Sienna. I love this palette. Like, I love the red colors and the warmth in the palette. Like, it's just amazing. So, that's my second. Highly recommend that. My third probably would be the new one that I just got, LORAC Pro 2. This one. And in this palette, like, my favorite colors in this one would be like the silver, the jade, and cocoa, and the rose. These are just amazing. They blend so well. They're so buttery. Like, I've never felt another eyeshadow quite like this. It's so silky and just amazing. Like, they blend really easily. There's not too much fallout. There's a little bit. I mean, it still has a little kick up just like the Anastasia palette, but you're gonna get that with really good quality anyway because they're just so like buttery. They're just amazing. So I would highly recommend the LORAC Pro, and I believe the LORAC Pro 1 is supposed, like, a lot of people feel like that's better color-wise, and I am planning on getting that one because I do like the colors in that one too, but I was just really drawn to that jade color, so that's why I chose that one. I plan on getting probably all three and any other LORAC shadows I can get because they're really, really good. I'd say my fourth favorite would be Nars Narcissist. I just got this. It's an older eyeshadow palette. I think it came out last year. The dual intensity eyeshadows. In this one, I'd say my favorite is probably the silver, and then the more rosy color up here. These shadows are really interesting. They're kind of like silky feeling, but let's see if we can do like a little swatch there. They're not buttery like the other ones, but they're more silky, and I've never felt an eyeshadow like this either. I feel like these are really, really nice, and they're all shimmer, so that's like the only thing I could complain about a little bit is that you do have to find another palette to use for like transitions and stuff. But the shimmer on these is just awesome, and the color payout is great. I haven't used them wet, so I just used them as they are, and it still came out like really, really pretty. So I would highly recommend this one as well if you can get your hands on it. This one I got off Glambots, so you know, they don't sell it. I don't think they sell it anymore anyway. But yeah, I would have to say pretty much anything Nars for me I love. So anyway, that one would be fourth, and then I'd say fifth would be Naked, Urban Decay's Naked 2. This one, I have like a love-hate with it. I feel like when I put them on, they all kind of just blend together, but I don't know if that's like user error maybe, because I know a lot of people really do like this palette. There's only three mattes in here, but they work great for, you know, like a base and a transition and everything. My favorite shadow in here, I like Y2K, Verve, and Pestle, these three right here. They're also really smooth and buttery feeling. See if I can do you a little swatch on this too. So, I mean, the colors are pretty, it's just, I have trouble kind of working with this one, but I would still recommend it because the shadows are great and the way they feel is nice. They're buttery. They're just a little bit more tricky to work with. My next favorite would have to be my newer BH Cosmetics Pride and Prejudice and Zombies palette. This one is mostly because I just love the movie and I love the little quote on here. I shall never relinquish my sword for a ring. It comes from the movie. For the price, like, I had to pay more because this is obviously a limited edition and I didn't pick it up when it was being sold for, like, I think 12 or 16, something like that. So I ended up paying like 36 for it, but I really wanted it, so for me it was worth it. And this highlight is just amazing. The blushes are both really nice. I love this lavender shade. I don't know if this, I don't think there's a shade name on here, but I like the purple and this deeper purple, as well as this kind of silver gray, and this color up here is more like rosy kind of. And I like the gold too. It's pretty much this whole palette. It goes really well. I feel like you can get a whole look out of just the palette, so I think it's worth it. And especially since it's a limited edition kind of collector's thing, if you liked the movie, you should get it. I would say my next two favorite would be the Studio Makeup on the Go. I got these in a BoxyCharm. They look like that. I got it in BoxyCharm, and I was actually really blown away with how smooth and buttery these powders, they're like powders, these eyeshadows are amazing. Like, they're buttery as well. They have a little kick up just like the other palettes do, but not quite as much as Anastasia, but to me they feel a lot like the Kat Von D shadows, like the way that they blend together and, like, I don't know, ease of putting it on. Like, I never have a bad day with this one either. So yeah, I would highly recommend this palette as well. It's Studio Makeup, and I would say my favorite colors in this are probably the copper and this kind of champagne-y color. So I really like this one. The second one that they sent me, I wasn't as happy with, but that's just because I'm not really into the colors all that much. I do like this purple here and the one right here. And the deeper one's not bad either. It's not like a bad palette. I have worn it. Like, I feel like you can get a whole look out of this as well, and the other one. So you can kind of just use one palette and go, and that's nice. The quality's there. They're like, I think $49. I think that's what they said they cost. But they're kind of underrated. Like, not a lot of people know about them, so I would say check them out. I had a blush from them once before too, and it was really nice. So yeah, that's a good brand. My next favorite would have to be the Revealed Coastal Scents, the Revealed Smoky palette. I like this one because it's on the lower price end of things. So it's kind of like the BH Cosmetics, like, it's really affordable brand. And the shadows are really pretty decent for the price. They're not as buttery, but they're still, I don't know if you can see it, this right here. Ooh, the lighting is awful. But anyway, they're really, their shimmers are really shimmery and they show up really well, and the neutrals blend really nicely, so I would recommend this palette as well. And I know they have a couple others, like Revealed 1 and Revealed 2, I believe. And I don't know if those are supposed to be dupes for the Naked 1 and 2, I'm not sure. But, I don't know, I'd still recommend them. And this one's an older one. It was the Cinderella Disney Volume 1. And I'm not sure what brand, I can't remember the brand. I want to say it might be Sephora, or maybe Disney, I don't know, I'm not sure. It doesn't actually say on the back here either, and I can't remember, but either way, these are really colorful. Oh my god, I did not know that came out. Now I do. I like the colors. This Fairy Godmother, I think that's a really pretty color. My favorite color, though, is Gus Gus, and I just love this yellow. Oh, it's beautiful. And these blend and perform really well, too. So yeah, I know this is an older one. If you can't get it now, then sorry. But yeah, I like this one a lot. I kind of wish they hadn't done away with the Disney line, because they didn't seem to go into all of the different movies. I don't know if they'll continue them again or not. But I thought they were cool. I have the mirror for this one, like the compact, and I have the compact for the Snow White one as well. And those compacts are really pretty. They did a good job on the packaging for those, so yeah. Anyway, those are the 10 favorite eyeshadow palettes I have right now. I'm sure I'm gonna have a bunch more soon. I've been collecting since I was like 20. My mom gave me my first high-end palette, I think, when I was 20, and then I've just been collecting them over the years. I've gotten quite a few recently, and I plan on getting some more of my cats in the background saying hello. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know what I thought of those palettes, and I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, go ahead and click the like button if you did like it, and subscribe if you want to. I would love it if you join me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks.